Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting. Lion's Den. I am Yahweh. I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan Ben Yeshua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'll take a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akims, to the women and children around the world in Paleo Hebrew language. Ka halayim la Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Rokah Kodash Mahamaf, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Double honors to my apostle of Lion Dance Camp. Salutations to the Akims on the four corners of the earth and to the women and children. Shalom. Okay, well, this video popped up and boy, you know, the people in power are going to have to put a stop to what's coming on the internet. So, you know, the famine of the word is going to be coming soon. Okay? It says here, Americans are finally waking up to the obvious corruption. Now, the elders from GMS all the way on down have been coming out and talking about how close it's going to be getting, or how close it is getting for famine of the word, how close it's getting for them to, you know, bring in that charagma, right? The title of this lesson: When the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. Okay, I'm gonna play this video, and then I go into the lesson. Here we go.
Beyonce didn't really have Blue Ivy. And now that I have your attention, can we talk about these emails from yesterday? Because, baby, they didn't just leak. They fell out of the sky like God got tired of watching y'all lie with a straight face. So let me set the table for those of y'all who have no idea what I'm talking about. Jeffrey Epstein, the man that y'all know damn well was not running no billionaire sleepaway camp, wrote in his own emails that Trump knew about the girls. Not might have known, not heard something once. No, he knew. And not only did he know, he was in the house around the victims long enough to be mentioned like it was a daily, day-to-day traffic email, okay?
And if people around him knew that he was involved in this, then what I'm about to play for you next makes a lot more sense.
Not releasing the Epstein files. Fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't care what you do. Start a fucking war. Just don't let him get out. If I go down, I will bring all of you down.
Sounds a little rough. Are you feeling all right?
I feel great. I was shouting at people because they were stupid about something.
And that's only the beginning. Greetings, my PPPN family. Welcome to Bold Perspectives People Network. I'm Mr. Red. Now, I've watched this country lie to us for a lot of years. I've watched this country protect the powerful, cover up for the rich, gaslight the public like we're crazy for noticing what's going on right in front of our faces. But something is changing right now because for the first time in a long time, America seems to be waking up. And it's not just black people, not just people who've been calling this out forever. I mean, everyday Americans, the ones who used to say both sides are the same, the ones who used to say that this is just a conspiracy. People are watching what's happening with these Epstein files, and they are realizing something that should terrify every single person in this country. This system is not broken. This system is working exactly how it was designed to work. It was designed to protect them. So tonight, I'm going to react to what Americans are saying. We're going to connect some pieces together. And I want to hear from you tonight on things that you've heard. Now, you may have noticed that I've changed the name of this channel. And I'm just going to briefly say that I believe that this channel was being suppressed for its thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. If you are a member of this channel, I'll be talking about this in more detail. We have much to discuss. Let's strap in. Let's get after it.
We not finna just let this shit slide, bro. Fuck no. The House Oversight Committee released some more photos from the Epstein files. The motherfuckers that are in these photos, I knew it. Bill Gates, you're fried, you're done for. I don't know what it was, but when I made that transition from Xbox to PlayStation, there was something in me that was telling me, bro, don't go back. I understand it now. This is a photo with Woody Allen and Epstein. You're done for. Steve Bannon with Epstein. You're done for. Woody Allen again and Steve Bannon again. You're done for. Woody Allen and Epstein again, bro. This is a different shirt. 3 times. Trump condoms for $450. I knew this nigga was a part of this shit. Asking if Trump was gonna be in these files. It's like asking if the moon comes out at night. Here we go. You're done for. And here goes Trump with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 victims. Done for. Bill Clinton. We fucking knew it. Done for. Steve Bannon and Epstein again. Yeah, y'all niggas was best friends. Investigate this nigga.
I'll tell you right now, as God is my witness, if we lose the midterms and we lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included.
Now it doesn't seem weird, that video I put out about Steve Bannon and his connections to the Epstein files when the first releases came out. Bannon is scared of prison because he knows all the skeletons. But I don't believe it has nothing to do with just the fact that this ugly mofo touched some people, because I think it's more than that. I think it's because if he was really to go down for the things that he did, he would be an enemy to this country. I'm talking about the T word. T reason is what would be happening with Steve Bannon, what he has been a part of, and why he's so confident about 2028.
Well, more and more people are finally learning that America and most of the free world are being run by satanic pedophiles that eat children. But now it's time to realize how deep this rabbit hole goes. Here is an email where Jeffrey Epstein refers to human infant meat as tasting like cream cheese. An email where they discuss a woman performing an abortion in front of Jeffrey Epstein and Woody Allen. By the way, Woody Allen married his daughter, and they went to the same high school, him and Jeffrey Epstein. Just discussing how to rig trials, kill judges, evade foreign intelligence agencies, and hide from justice. Where are you? Are you okay? I love the torture video. This is from Benjamin Netanyahu, who was in China at the time it was sent and then met with Barack Obama at the date he says in this email. Jeffrey Epstein also introduced Melania to Donald Trump. Here's Jeffrey Epstein and fucking Bill Gates discussing a pandemic simulation. Well, also, it just came out that Epstein represents the Rothschilds. He says it like 2 or 3 times in these emails. Oh, here's another one of those emails where he admits to working for the Rothschilds. Oh yeah, Pizzagate got confirmed in this, by the way. In what is one of the most evil sentences I have ever heard, Donald Trump is also accused of measuring children's genitalia with his fingers. Jeffrey Epstein and the ex-prime minister of Israel both mentioning that they definitely don't work for Mossad. Here's Jeffrey Epstein telling Bill Gates to drug his wife after Bill Gates unknowingly gave his wife an STD he got from the sex slaves him and Jeffrey Epstein were participating with. This is kind of a long one, but that bottom highlighted part mentions how Clarence Thomas, a sitting U.S. Court Supreme Justice, raped a child. Peter Thiel and Jeffrey Epstein both discussing Bitcoin. Funnily enough, this came out in the last file leak, but Jeffrey Epstein had been controlling Bitcoin for a long, long time, since at least 2015. There were also a couple of things that weren't in the files that I wanted to make extremely clear. Jeffrey Epstein caused the 2008 economic crisis with his company Liquid Funding. Edward Morse was the head economist of Lehman Brothers at the time. He is a close associate of Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell's sister Christine sold the FBI the algorithm they used to sort everybody's information after the Patriot Act. This is what caused Edward Snowden to defect. This was in the files, and I just want to say, this makes me so fucking angry. There is a human child in between those 2 fucking chickens. A human infant. The evil that is hidden in the files. And the problem is, every single person in power is implicated in some way or fashion. There are almost no innocence in this equation. There are either people who proactively attack kids or people who sat there and let it happen.
The stuff that I saw, the stuff that was just revealed is some of the most disgusting stuff. I'm talking about, like, it was hard to really push through today. And that's why I'm not gonna sit here and worry about over editing this video, because I know some of you all feel like I do. This is disgusting. And the fact is, you still have people in our society that are protecting these people. More importantly, we have people in our government who is going along with this, which makes you realize they've known. They've had to know.
So I'm going to make this short so everybody has to hear this and share it and keep fucking talking about it. In this recent release of the millions of files, the MAGA have been told that Dumpy is in them 0 times. They've been told that by pundits and podcasters. That just means they haven't bothered to look at them. They haven't bothered to read them. This is even worse than we thought. In these files, there are dozens of cases of sworn testimony, witness testimony, and sworn affidavits alleging some very horrible things. Pause to read this.
When you look at this, you realize how deep this rabbit hole actually goes. If you could see all the way down at the bottom, this literally says Robin Leach. Do y'all remember Robin Leach? If you're old enough, it was the Lifestyles and the Rich and Famous guy, Robin Leach, the one who showed you how the rich lived. It literally says that complainant claims to have a video of high-profile ex-parties, dealings with cartels. Cartels, huh? Ain't that something? The same people that Donald Trump said we were going after in Venezuela. And having witnessed Robin Leach, the Lifestyle and the Rich and Famous guy, strangle a young girl until she was unalived.
Released from the DOJ itself. If these things are true in any way, shape, or form, this means, ladies and gentlemen, that the sitting president of the United States is a fucking serial killer. And I do not make that statement lightly.
All right. I can keep going and it keeps getting uglier, but short of time here. I want to go to Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people moan. You know, now the whole world knows how ugly and who are the true Edomites. That for years, right, the elders up on down been saying, using the scripture in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to go to Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit not in the days of wrath, but the righteousness delivers from death. Verse 8. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead, right, in his place. So they ain't going to get away with what they have been doing and what they are doing. Verse 9. An hypocrite with his mouth destroys his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. So the people in power are in big trouble, and they know it. Then we go to verse 10. When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there is shouting. Yeah, people are fed up. Verse 12. He that is void of wisdom despises his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace. Yeah, these wicked don't have no understanding at all. But I'm going to jump to verse 21. Though hand join in hand with the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Slakia. Proverbs 28. Give me a minute. Verse. Go with one there. The wicked flee when no man pursues, but the righteous are bold as a lion. Verse 6. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that is perverse in his ways. You boy, they're popping something out there. Though he be rich. Let's jump it to verse 28. Give me a minute. When the wicked rise, men high themselves. But when they perish, the righteous increases. Yeah. This come we waiting for Yahweh Shai to remove them off authority, off power. Okay? Let me take it now to Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the rulers. Verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the riches sit in low places. Boy, not lying. They're everywhere. This Epstein file thing is so many, not only people in power, but so many wealthy people, corporations. Okay? Verse 7, I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants under the earth. I think that was in Oklahoma or Philadelphia, Slovakia, where there's a statue of the wicked on horses and having our two different type of our people walking side by side. Okay? It's like I don't remember the place. Verse 8, he that digs a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh an hedge, a serpent shall bite him. Yeah. Everything that they're setting up to do to us is going to turn, well, it's already turned, and it's going to keep turning to the wicked, who are the ones been doing all the wicked all this time. Okay? Hiding behind power, right? Verse 12, the word of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of fools will swallow up himself. And that's what's going on. These fools are swallowing up themselves. And it's going to get worse. Proverbs chapter 29. It's going to get worse, which is good. Let me go to verse 7. Give me a minute. The righteous considers the cause of the poor, but the wicked regardeth not to know it. Yeah, they don't care about us. If anything, they want to make that, they are making things worse. Okay, verse 12. If a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants, oh, there you go, are wicked. So you got to get rid of the whole department, right? From power. They cannot be in power no more. They don't know how to handle it. It's too much responsibility. Verse 14. The king that faithfully judges the poor, his throne shall be established forever. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 28. Mercy and truth preserve the king, and his throne is upholden by mercy. Yep, and they don't show no mercy to our people, the so-called Negro, Latino, Negro, and speckled birds. Let's go to Psalm 101. Let's do that. And let's go to verse 7. He that worketh deceit shall not dwell within my house. He that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. Yeah. These wicked, pretending that they believe in God, right, that they're righteous, they're not. They're wicked. Verse 8, I will utterly destroy all the wicked of the land, that I may cut off all wicked doers from the city of Yahweh Shai. Nowhere to hide, baby. Let's go to Proverbs 25, verse 5. How about that? Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. Yeah. But in this case, you got to remove even the one that's in king today, because they all committed treason. You see? Proverbs 16, verse 12. Give me a minute. Verse 12. It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness. Woo! For the throne is established by righteousness. There you go. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Proverbs, give me a minute. I want to go to what? Back to Proverbs 20. Where do I want to go? Verse 8. That's where I was. A king that sits in the throne of judgment scatters away all evil with his eyes. Yeah. But, since the Edomites are the wicked, they're not going to do that to their own kind, right? So that's the kind we wait for Yahweh Shai to remove them from the face of the earth, from power, right? From authority, and their kingdom taken off the earth, okay? Put all of them into slavery for 1,000 years. So I'll leave it with Song. I'll go back, Song 101? Give me a minute. Is it Song 101? Verse 1? Let me see. I will sing of mercy and judgment unto thee, O Yahweh Shai, would I sing. Right? I will sing what? Righteousness. Right? Singing righteousness, practicing righteousness, you see? And waiting for Yahweh Shai to come back, which is getting closer to remove this wicked kingdom from the face of the earth. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say Shalom.